Just get up and go to the mirror. I'm before the mirror now. So I just want you to tell that I'm enough by looking at the mirror. Do it now. I'm enough. I am enough. You know why I made you to go to mirror and say I am enough? Because that's the solution. Yes, for the question, that's the solution. To the backstory. So maybe you are not interested in this person earlier, but with time, yes, you fell in love, and at beginning everything felt like a heaven. So with time, this love turned into an obsession, and then this push-pull effect came into play. So what is this push-pull effect? So this push-pull is nothing but these are the attachment styles. So what is attachment style then? Attachment style is nothing but a pattern. So a pattern in which a person responds to intimacy in a relationship. So now let's discuss what is this push-pull effect in a simple term. So this is nothing but a toxic relationship pattern where one person treats the other like a toy on a string. Yes, you heard me right. Like a toy on a string. So they pull you when they want love and they throw you away when they want space. So that is exactly how a push pull effect works. So how it looks like in a broader way. In simple terms, they are inconsistent with their behavior and actions. For example, in some days they might treat you like you're a queen, like they'll try to make you feel special, they send you sweet messages, and they'll do everything to make you happy, okay? And suddenly out of nowhere that person disappear. They act cold as if you doesn't matter to them and you don't exist, like that. And yes, they ignoring you and ignoring your messages, something like that. So by realizing everything, when you think of leaving this relationship and when you are about to leave this relationship, the person again pulls you back with love and apology, saying this, that, this, and it's like you are riding a roller coaster that you cannot get off. That's how a pull push relationship looks like. So let's get deeper into this. What is this push pull effect? So this push pull is nothing but an attachment style. So what is this attachment style? So this is actually a pattern in which a human responds to the intimacy in a relationship. So that is what the attachment style means. So there are these two psychologists, namely John and Mary Hainsworth. So they proposed a theory called attachment theory. So where they say that the way your parents or primary caretakers treated you as infant will shape your subconscious relationship blueprint for life. So that's the reason why it's very important to understand that if parents have a if parents are kind of not having good relationship with one another, then that can subconsciously impact the child. So it's very important to understand such things, especially in a family environment. So these psychologists gave four major adult attachment styles. So these are, I hope most of you might know, so I'll just explain in a brief way, and if possible try to elaborate too. So first one is the secure attachment, the second one is anxious preoccupied attachment, the third one is dismissive avoidant attachment, last one is fearful avoidant attachment. So the first one is secure attachment. So this is a best, this is like a the normal person's attachment style should be this. So here what happens is the person have positive view on both himself and also on others. So such person will able to communicate clearly their needs in the relationship. He'll be okay even if he needs to be alone, because this is a person who doesn't care or who is not afraid or fearful about being alone. So this is very important point, because most of the time we out of we just feel loneliness and we can't handle that abandonment state, so we feel like we should go in a relationship, but that's where you actually find the wrong things, and that's where things get wrong actually. And the relationship dynamic for this secure attachment will be, so the person will be supporting for his partner as well, and also the partner will also support this person. And even if some kind of conflicts arises in the relationship, so they both sort it in a constructive way. So not without having this emotional games and all, not having them, but in just constructive way they'll handle the conflicts. So that's how the relationship dynamics work for that secure attachment style. When we come to this anxious preoccupied attachment style, so it's very important to know this point, that is, these are the people who think themselves of low, so they think negative of themselves and they think positive of others. So that is the reason why they feel, they crave for the love and attachment, but they are also afraid of loneliness, or they are just scared of being alone. So that's what they all the time face. So they have this fear of rejection and fear of abandonment, and this is the reason why they want to get into a relationship, and that is the reason why they always want a reassurance in relationship. So let's talk about their relationship dynamics. So yes, these people, they constantly want the reassurance in the relationship, that they are taken care of, they are loved. But I'll tell you with my experience, that is, look, if you're a girl, then obviously you want a reassurance in love. But if you think that is happening more often, like more than 20%, then that can be considered as anxious preoccupied attachment, because at least for 20 to 30% girls will be having this. As a girls, we always want that assurance and all from the person. But if it is becoming more in percentage, then you can consider, yes, it is going in a wrong direction. Yeah. In their relationship, what happens is they constantly want the reassurance, but if they don't have a good partner, then they keep moving away from this person, and the more that person does like that, they feel more scarier, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. That's it, and I can't say much more than that. And let's come to this dismissive avoidant attachment style. So here the person is like a narcissist. He thinks positively of himself but completely negative about others. So he's kind of self-obsessed person, you can think. So this person, so how is his relationships? So he pulls in the person he wants to love, and yes, he pulls in. But when our relationship becomes emotionally overwhelming or emotionally serious, in that position, these are the kind of people who considers intimacy as a loss of independence, and that's the reason why they they move away from this. So they move away their partner when they feel they are kind of losing their independence in the relationship by that seriousness of emotion in the relationship. So they just move their partner away, and yes, this is their style of dealing with the things. And at last we have this fearful avoidant attachment style. So this usually develops in a person when he or she go through childhood traumas, and especially if people are not kind of giving them the kind of attention that was needed to be given when they were child, something like that you can consider. So yes, these people have like weird mindset on this. They are like, they want love, but they don't want anything, any problem that can arrive from that. It's like, yes, I want love, but please don't hurt me. It's like that kind of mindset they have. So in relationship, how it works is, so they pulls in the person they want to love, and the moment that love starts to become overwhelming or very very serious, overwhelming, something like that, they'll just leave. They push away the partner. So that's the kind of relationship dynamic they have in the relationship. So yes, these are the types of attachment styles we can see. And by reading entire things, I realized only one thing. You know what? That is, I heard this from saying by Rashamani in one of his video. I think it was near, that video came out near the new year of any year. I don't know which year, but yes, he said this. At least this year we should try to see our own red flags before we move out and try to see the red flags in others in the relationship. And I just felt it's so true. Trying to understand yourself, your own red flags is very important before you go out and find in others. So that's it for today from a girl in her 20s figuring out life.